A northern New Mexico fire chief is in a lot more trouble than he first thought. Officers arrested him in late March for causing a panic at a fire scene. Now he's facing more charges, and it has some people wondering why he still has a job. Here's News 13's Katie Kim.
We've seen it time and time again this season. Out of control flames destroying everything in their path, and firefighters on the front lines desperate to contain them. But what happens when the roles reverse?
The incident commander, who was Eddie Velarde, was way out of control.
Eddie Velarde, volunteer fire chief of the Velarde Fire Department, was arrested at the scene of a grass fire that he was monitoring just north of Espanola back in March. The details are spelled out in this criminal complaint. Lieutenant Adam Archuleta was the arresting officer.
He mentioned several times that there was people trapped in the fire. There was never anyone trapped in the fire. It becomes clear to me that he's over-exaggerating, that he doesn't have any control of the fire scene whatsoever.
Lieutenant Archuleta insisted he take over, but he says Velarde wouldn't step down.
He was telling his firefighters to let it all burn. He followed me around as I was telling the volunteer firefighters to continue extinguishing the fire.
Archuleta says he had no choice but to arrest and charge Velarde with obstructing an officer and disorderly conduct. But Velarde's troubles don't end there.
But I asked him for his date of birth and his social security number, and he gave them to me wrong.
The sheriff's office tacked on another charge of concealing identity just last week. Archuleta says a judge initially threw out Velarde's case because his personal information didn't match up.
Discrepancy in paperwork means it gets dismissed.
Lieutenant Archuleta wants to know why Velarde still has a job with the fire department. Numerous calls to Velarde, his attorney, and the Arriba County manager were not returned.
Hello, you reached.
Archuleta says the whole fiasco should have never happened.
I think he has the capabilities to be a good fire chief. I think if he continues to respond the way he did at this fire, he shouldn't be a fire chief.
Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
Velarde's first appearance in court is scheduled for May 23rd.